Hi, so this one is a 1966, started life as an 11 window combi. It had the rear set of windows on the side added to create a sort of a pseudo 13 window bus. They're slightly too far back. There's about an inch gap, an inch further back than they should be, but it's a cool entry level little bus. When I say entry level, it's on the market at low 20s. If it was a genuine 13 window and without any issues, you'd be looking probably sort of 30 or thereabouts. So it's been priced according to a couple of little blemishes, but let's take you around sort of panel by panel and show you how nice and usable it is. So we'll start on the front panel. You can see, obviously, apart from having the safaris, so we're not looking at the seals like we would normally do, but the safari seals are good. Looking along the bottom of the panel here, and no problems to talk of. Coming across the front panel, no cracks or anything nasty, and no issues along the bottom of the front panel. If I'm highly critical, if you look where the paint is at the bottom, where the white paint is, you can see the V actually goes down further. So signs of filler, I would suggest, or possibly a bottom panel been put on there, but just not quite correct. But we're getting sort of finicky. If we look over the roof, again, it's not perfect. You can see a bit of a wobble there, but it's not sort of nasty and lots of cracks and everything else. We go around the gutters, as you know, my sort of favourite area to be cautious of, and I've got no problems with the gutter at all. It's all fine. So we come back down to this door, so passenger side or offside door, that's all fine. We come down lower on the panel, it's a little bit there. Then we come over the dog leg, that's all good, but it has lost its seam that should be running down there. Not the end of the world, but it's not as it should be, so that's why I point it out. Go along the sill, and the sill's all solid, and the bottoms of the cargo doors running up through up to the top. We've got one pop-out window there. This is the gap that I was referring to. That window should start about there, so it goes a little bit further back and just runs into where the seam should be. So it's not right, but it's again, it's entry level, and it's a good nice bus. Got the deluxe trim on the vents there, beauty rings on the wheels together with chrome hubcaps. Rear wheel arch is fine. Tiny little scab on the lower part of that seam, on that panel. The panels have actually been cut. It's almost like it's had repairs that have been probably not professional repairs. Even like the sills are quite sort of angled rather than quite surround, but it again, it's a good usable bus. Tiny little bit of a scab on there, one in the middle, and a little bit of sort of scabbing on the paintwork there, but not bad. Nothing on the bottom of that panel until we get to sort of like almost like a little chip where it's been touched up there. Again, that corner you can see is sort of modified, cut low sort of thing, and a little bit of bubbling there. You can see where it's not until we get to about there that you can see the seam, but I think it's probably had the bottom 6 inches done at some point, and just not done the way that we normally do them. But it's not full of rot. Another pop out there. It's had the deluxe trim fitted, which is really nice. This door is probably the worst one, but still, you know, get out and use it this season and maybe sort of go over these things, but it's a cheap way into getting a split screen. If we look at the inside, it's all finished in two-tone cream with red piping, coffee sack, sort of, it's not coffee sack, but coffee sack sort of colour, or printed mats and things. It's got a taco up there, and it's affectionately called Phoebe. I think that's to do with the number plate on memory. It's got a gear stick extender, and it's got the modern stereo through there as well. Like I say, Safaris are cool as. A couple of period spotlights on there, and then if we have a look at the interior, as much as you can knock the bus, as I say, it's not a 30-40 grand van, and so when you look inside it, it's got 6x9s on the kick panels. You've got a removable table. It's a 3-seater full width rock and roll bed there with 2 lap belts, and then sitting opposite is another 2-seater. Again, nicely upholstered. All the woodwork's really nice. The interior is where it really comes into its own. Even just sort of like the finish round here. This was this side of it was made by Darren down at Custom Interiors in Cornwall. It's got a champagne bucket and 2 champagne flutes. So if you wanted to use the bus to earn a couple of quid to cover your sort of your costs, or obviously to go towards doing anything you wanted on it, then it's sort of all set up and ready. Looking into the front there again, so as I say, it's a great little bus. People that have had it for about 5 or 6 years, I think. It's actually local to us. They've really enjoyed it and enjoyed it. It's pretty much remained the same all the time they've had it, apart from adding that rear the rear cabinetry where the champagne bucket is. So they've improved it. Great little family bus, and at a very sensible entry-level price, less than a lot of bay windows. So have a look at the advert on our page, and don't forget, subscribe to our channel and keep abreast of all the other vehicles as they arrive. Thanks for watching.